Hey everyone, the Payoff Pitches guys are back. I'm Nate, and I'm sitting here with an obstructed view of Wrigley Field behind me, joined by the normal guys, Bowling, Monty, and Rizzo, and we even have our director, Tim, also on hand. And even though MLB opening day has been postponed, we are going to start to simulate the season on a computer program called Out of the Park Baseball. So, Monty, can you explain a little bit about this game, how it works, and how we plan to use it?
Sure thing. For anyone out there who's never played, it's basically anything you can think of you can do in this game simulation wise. So go ahead, pick your favorite team, build your roster, move guys to different positions, change anything about them pretty much. You can even do leagues in Mexico or Japan, all that kind of crazy stuff. And we're just going to kind of simulate the season and update you guys on storylines that we find interesting that happen in this game and kind of go from there and react to it. And we can even watch highlights of these games take place. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, even though we'll have a huge void in our life without baseball, we're going to try to bring some entertainment and kind of look to see how the play would have maybe played out if baseball was just on paper on a spreadsheet. So we're definitely going to be looking. And Bola, you want to go into more about how we plan to show off the game and simulate it?
Yeah, so I think our idea here is we'll do a show once a week, and we'll simulate 2 weeks out of the season. So every time you see a new episode, it'll be 2 weeks of data. We'll create storylines. We'll create, debates between us, which is not very hard to do. And we'll kind of just talk through if the season was actually going on. I know it's a weird time, so we're just going to fill our brains with this kind of baseball, and that's how we're going to rock.
So Monty's outside Citi Field. I'm at Wrigley, like I mentioned. We have Tim. I believe he's in the Craft Cave at a Guaranteed Rate Field. And Bowling is in a dugout at Wrigley
I'm in the visitors'
Field.
dugout at Wrigley, and Rizzo is.
Yeah, so I was going to ask Rizzo, where are you? Where are you today?
I am self-quarantined in my bedroom like a good law-abiding citizen. But in reality, having some technical difficulties. I don't have a green screen. My laptop is on the fritz. So this is me from my phone in my room being sad.
So what are you looking forward to about this game, Rizzo? Any kind of betting or anything else that you're looking into?
I have a few ideas. I think that one idea is we're going to actually be playing a game between the five of us, and it's sort of a knockout game where each, we're going to do it for opening day, and then after that, every 2 weeks after, where we pick a team, and that team has to have a winning record over the span of those 2 weeks, and if they do, you can't pick that team anymore. If they don't, then you get a strike, and, as baseball goes, 3 strikes and you're out. So that's one way that I think we can make it fun. And then I miss baseball. I'm looking forward to seeing how, different teams do, seeing who leads the league and things. And this, as fake and made up as it is, it's the closest thing I'm going to get. So I'm all in.
Yeah, looking at these probable starting pitchers makes it really hit harder, I guess, that there won't be baseball tomorrow. We won't be making FanDuel lineups, which is something we did all the time last year on Payoff Pitches. So, guys, what are some of the things you're looking forward to seeing through this game, and maybe some of the storylines that you're hoping to learn about how, if baseball did happen, maybe it would have actually happened?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to see, will this simulation, I doubt it, will it take into account what the Astros are going to be like? Obviously.
That's what I was going to say, too.
Yeah, it's like the elephant in the room for everyone in baseball, right? We're not sure how good they really are. So we might see the Astros be, just as good as they've always been, because you can't factor in crowd noise and people being hecklers and all that. But just trying to see, whether they'll continue to ascend as a team that's a perennial powerhouse, or will they level off? That's going to be pretty interesting to me.
If this simulation has the Astros, multiple different Astros in the top 10 and hit by pitches in the league, that will be hilarious. So I think that's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, I'm not sure the algorithm takes into consideration that with the simulation, but something I'm actually interested in is how the Yankees do. Their win total was over 100. before kind of the stoppage in baseball with that really good pitching staff and the offense. Obviously, in spring training, they had some injuries, so this game does take in effect some of the injuries. At least I know we have the Noah Syndergaard for the Mets already built into the system. He was announced that he'll have Tommy John surgery. And sticking with the Mets, I'm just kind of interested to see how the NL East plays out, where you have 4 teams who are expected to be competing for the division. And then you have the Marlins, who a lot of people actually expected to be better with the starting pitching that they were going to try out this season, but they're just so far away from the other 4 teams. But maybe we'll see a little bit of less separation in this simulation and how this season plays out.
Do you guys want this to count or kind of like a trial run?
Trial run.
Trial. All right. Bonin, why don't you go first, my man?
Let's go. I'll start off with the Angels. Ohtani versus Verlander against the Astros. Are we doing the series or just first game?
Just
First game.
All right. Yeah. Astros, get them out of here. Get them out of the league.
Monty?
Yeah, opening day is always tough because you look at the pitchers on both sides and one versus one, so it's really tough. I think I'm gonna go with the Indians over the Tigers with Shane Bieber, really impressive last year. Matthew Boyd is really good, but I think Bieber is in a whole nother class. So I'm gonna go with the Indians.
Way to go out on a limb there.
What do you mean?
It's the Tigers. I mean, you could pick them to lose every game, and you'll probably have some success in this exercise.
Sure.
At least I took a chance.
Yeah, well, there's taking a chance in this being stupid, but we'll see.
Hey, simulation. Anything can happen.
It's true.
Well, I'm going to leave no doubt. I'm going to go with the Yankees because they beat the hell out of the Orioles every game last year almost. So in the interest of getting on the board early here, I'm going with the Yankees.
Yeah, you're talking about me not taking a chance. Come on.
The Yankees, who probably would have been minus 300 in that spot.
Yeah, for sure. Easily. Maybe
Rizzo?
more.
You know what? I am going to take the Nationals with Scherzer on the bump going up against DeGrom. I mean, that's the game I would want to watch. Monty's at Citi Field.
That's
ready
why
to
I'm
watch
at
it.
Citi Field,
Yeah. So you will rarely ever find me not backing Max Scherzer. So I figure, why not? World Series champs, no hangover spot for him. Let's go with it.
If you remember last year, that was opening day for 2019 as well, and the Mets actually won 2-0, but both pitchers pitched well, so it'll be interesting to see what happens again. Nate,
All right,
where are you going?
Yeah, I'll keep this quick. A team that I've liked all winter and I was looking forward to seeing play if there was a full season, the Cincinnati Reds. Sonny Gray at home against Jack Flaherty. Give me the Redlegs in Cincinnati.
All right, Tim, simulate this thing.
Fire it up.
No music.
All right, let's see. We
Where's
got to go back.
Scores.
Scores.
This is so exciting.
The 26th. Let's go.
Yes.
We'll get there eventually.
Drum roll.
Our best Michael Scott.
Indians win.
Indians
Let's go.
won.
Indians
baby.
got the dub.
Yankees got the dub.
There we go.
White Sox lost. Damn.
That's unrealistic.
Yeah, let's close this game out. What else?
We're looking for Nationals. For
Astros won.
Astros won. Not surprising.
Yeah. National League games.
Let's
Reds
go,
lost.
Scherzer. Let's go.
Cubs got on the board with a win. Shout out to Morale out here.
Actually,
about
Wrigley North?
look at that Nationals Mets game. They won in 13. So
Yeah.
DeGrom
Oh, wow.
Scherzer must have been as good as advertised.
Player of the game, DeGrom.
Yeah.
And then the Reds getting shut out 3-0 against the Cardinals. So
It just means more.
Nate and Tim are the two losers on opening day, it looks like.
Well,
So
to be fair, we picked like even odds. We weren't laying
Yeah.
minus 300.
Hey, man.
So if that were what we're gonna do, so me, Monty, and Bowling, we would not be able to pick our respective teams anymore. Nate and Bonin would each get a strike, but they could also use said teams again.
Sounds
good.
fun.
I like that.
Should we go ahead and make our picks and then wrap up our video?
Yep.
All right. Just send us to a schedule page. Obviously, we're not going to look at the full 2 weeks of schedules. I guess I'll start since I'm already talking. I'll ride with my Indians. They got me one now. We'll just keep it rolling for the 2 weeks. Hopefully, they're above 500, and I don't got to get a strike yet.
I am going to pick hopefully an easy one off the bat. I think their win total started creeping up towards 101 before madness ensued, but I'm taking the Dodgers. I know I saw they played the Giants, the Rockies the first week, so yeah, I'm gonna take the Dodgers to have a winning record the next time we check in.
I've got skin in the game with the Twins, so I'm going with the Twins from last season, my Cinderella team that got knocked off, but I think that their offense is better now with Donaldson, so I'll go with Minnesota.
I'll go with the A's. Got one win off the bat. I think they play.
Something's got to give here, Tim.
Oh yeah.
I think they go against the Astros soon in the next series.
Are you just fading Astros the whole season?
Yeah, I hate the Astros. They cheated. They should be out.
You hate the virtual Astros as much as the real life Astros. It sounds like.
I wonder if there's like sliders where I can change hit by pitch for a team.
And I'll go with the Cincinnati Reds. I know they lost the first game for me, but one of the reasons I like them overall is the options they have in their starting rotation and their depth. I think the offense will hit its stride as some of the weather warms up around the Midwest and NL Central Park. So give me the Cincinnati Reds to have a good few weeks. All right, so those are our picks. Bowling, you want to tell the crowd where to expect the show and where on social media you can find us?
Yeah, so we'll be posting full episodes on Twitter on Thursdays, just like today, 12 o'clock noon, 8 o'clock p.m. We'll do Central Time because that's where we're at. Unfortunately, we're not in our respective backgrounds. Well, I am, but Monty's not in New York, so we're doing Central Time.
You don't know that. What's it look like?
But yeah, we'll do Twitter, Instagram TV, and Facebook. Just be on the lookout every Thursday. We'll post updates on social whenever we can. But we're going to use this throughout the season, throughout the time we're staying at home. So tune in, and if you have any suggestions, if you want to know how a certain team is doing or a certain player, if you have any questions, just let us know. Comment, reply, and yeah, we'll have some fun with this simulation until we can get back outside and watch the games for real.
We got Puig going to the Padres in the simulation.
Oh, there we go.
Our first trade.
Stack the outfield.
He's a free agent, right?
Oh.
Yeah, he hasn't been signed yet.
Oh.
Come on, Rizzo.
Walker Buehler.
Out 4 weeks.
Tough break.
Oh, after I just backed them.
And it looks like based off the opening day, Chris Davis of the A's and Gary Sanchez both had multi-home run games. Sanchez with 5 RBIs in a game against the Orioles.
Oh, man.
Nice.
All right. Anything else you want to go or add before we log off?
Wash your hands, guys. Wash your hands.
Yeah. Be safe, everyone.
20 seconds.
Thanks for tuning in. We're looking forward to this simulation throughout the season until the real thing comes back. And be safe out there, and we'll see you next week.